Hello, I'm Celia Schlomer, and I'm one of the Family Resource Network partners in Ohio. I'm Charting the Life Course ambassador and coach, and I've been passionately sharing Charting the Life Course since I first saw it and began to use it with my own family in 2015. I want to begin by simply saying thank you for taking the time to listen and learn more about Charting the Life Course and how these simple principles and tools can support you, your students, and their families to plan and problem solve. I'm hoping that within your curiosity, you'll find how Charting the Life Course can give you the opportunity to have student-driven conversations that support your students to make connections between their day-to-day activities and goals and their bigger wants and needs for both their near and distant futures, no matter how old they are. I'm privileged to be able to share this information with you as a partner in the Family Resource Network of Ohio, or FRNO. FRNO was developed in 2016 with the sole purpose of thinking hard about what we need to do in Ohio to truly support individuals and families with developmental disabilities to have a good life. And the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce, or DEW, joined our conversation in 2022 and has supported educators and parent mentors to be part of this conversation ever since. My first opportunity to work with Charting the Life Course in education began in 2017 with a teacher who wanted to change how she supported her students in a post-secondary classroom in Southwest Ohio. And with the most recent investment and support of DEW, this vision for Charting the Life Course in schools has grown to over 125 Charting the Life Course ambassadors in various roles in education, from teachers focusing on early childhood, all the way to transition coordinators and specialists, from consultants at our educational service centers and state support teams to parent mentors in districts across the state. And what we have discovered is a network of passionate professionals who have found a new way to help families and students, to give them a voice and to empower them to live the lives they want to live. It's hard to share what we want you to know in this brief video, but I want to take a minute to summarize a few of the things that I think are important to piquing your curiosity of how Charting the Life Course might fit into your role. First and foremost, Charting the Life Course was developed for individuals with disabilities and their families. However, it is a way of thinking that works for everyone. It's a person-centered framework, and when applied to education or schools, it means that conversations and action steps are always driven by the vision of the student, while also considering the vision within the context of their family and the overall family vision. Charting the Life Course realizes and recognizes that the whole child is important, a focus already deemed important by the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. It believes that each student's development, growth, and learning occur in many areas, referred to as domains in Charting the Life Course. This means we're not only having conversations about a student's daily life in school or their vision for work, but we're also considering things like their health, their social and spiritual life, how they stay safe and participate in their own communities, what they need and what they want to live and flourish in that community, and how they can or will advocate for themselves. Additionally, the framework acknowledges that everyone needs support and resources. Educational professionals and others involved in a child's learning journey are essential resources to both the student and the family, especially for those students with disabilities. Families and students receive support by learning where to find information and resources, talking with others, both in the disability community and those who are not, but that have similar experiences, or learning about necessary goods and services that make our lives and our journey through life easier. And this help and support does not have to only come from systems. It can come from recognizing and playing to a student or a family's strength, capitalizing on their relationships and connections to others, or recognizing when more connections are needed. Support can come from assessing community supports that are available to everyone, or even through the use of technology. Charting the Life Course gets families, students, and their school teams talking about how to discover and access these types of supports. Ultimately, this framework and its tools enable educators to help students and families build a vision for a good life now and into the future, anticipating their needs, problem solving, and taking action steps towards a self-directed and a self-determined life. Supporting a student and a family with Charting the Life Course means supporting conversations and encouraging them to hold a vision in all areas of life. Educators and families talking about things like, where will they live? What will they do? How can they try new things but stay safe? Who will do life beside them? The roots of these visions for families happen during their time that their student is at school, and they're reliant on those supporting students with disabilities, or any student for that matter, empowering them to plan and set goals that support their success, believing that initiating these plans and attaining these goals is actually possible. Charting the Life Course opens communication in school teams and families. It helps teams see possibility. It helps them plan and solve problems that get in the way of a student's vision. Teachers, students, and families who begin these conversations have experienced students feeling more engaged and more seen. Teachers have experienced satisfaction of truly knowing their student and those they support on a different level, and they're able to tap into what motivates them more easily. All of which is known to increase school success, because students find greater success when they can be supported to make their own decisions, have choices, feel competent to learn and grow, and find belonging. Charting the Life Course is a means to motivate students and grow their self-determination, even from a young age. Families can help teams create a map to outcomes that are possible while assuming their students that they are part of a team and the plan. By asking even the youngest student questions like, what's important to you? Recognizing and sharing their strengths and helping them problem solve and plan, you can map out the path to those outcomes and increase their internal motivation and belief in their own competence and strengths. Tools like the one-page person-centered description, the exploring and planning trajectories, and the integrated support star facilitate these discussions. They help students, families, and school teams to set goals and to identify the strengths and supports that make attaining those goals possible. So, I encourage you to go to the Family Resource Network of Ohio website to learn more at www.frno.org. When you first open the website, you'll be invited to sign up to receive notifications of free trainings for anyone. Sign up to attend a live online presentation by checking out the FRNO calendar, or checking out our education or video tabs to hear stories of teachers and students who have used this framework to change the conversation for their student in their meeting, or maybe in a conversation at a district level. Maybe it's a meeting of teachers or a team. We have worked really hard for this space to let you access resources and to learn what is really possible. So we hope that our time together here has made you curious to learn more. And we look at FRNO to supporting your journey as you move forward. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.